Let's get on to the stock market.
Okay.
Please.
Stock market.
It's
only
sounds great to me
12:15.
as it's 12:15. Only 12:15. All right. Okay, we're gonna revisit this first one because we talked about it last week, but they ended up picking a big win this weekend. We also were wrong, and that's UVA will make the ACC Championship because when we talked about it last week, we thought the NC State game was a conference loss. Turns out it's not, and on top of that, they won their hardest game on the schedule left.
Mm-hmm.
So, are y'all changing your mind? We all sold, I believe.
Yes, because of the one loss was
Yes.
for me at least, was a big factor in that. So I talked about it earlier. We've kind of laid it out to where, at least at this point, now there are teams like SMU has only played one conference game and they're 1-0 in the ACC. But it feels like right now at least the three teams that are ranked in the ACC are Virginia, Georgia Tech, Miami, all undefeated
As we all
in
predicted.
ACC play. Yeah, obviously as predicted. None of those three teams play each other, meaning there's not a loss guaranteed between each of them. They could all be undefeated in the ACC at the end of the year. And Georgia Tech and Miami are going to be favored in every game they play the rest of the year. And Virginia will be favored in every game except when they go and play at Duke, who is also, I might add, undefeated in ACC play at 3-0. But they have to play at Georgia Tech and they have to go to Clemson. So nothing is guaranteed for them. It's not as easy of a schedule as it is for the other three. So you're basically picking, do you think Virginia goes undefeated, makes the ACC championship game, while Georgia Tech also loses a game, or Miami?
Sure.
I'm going to sell.
Sure.
I think it's going to be Georgia Tech and Miami at this point.
Dang, if Georgia Tech could only have lost to Wake Forest, bro.
That would be, or they should have lost.
Yeah.
They got handed a dub thanks to officials, which is unfortunately a common theme in football. But I think it's going to be Georgia Tech and Miami, and I just trust those teams a little bit more at this
Fair.
point. We've already seen Virginia lose an ACC game against NC State, so
Sure.
who's to say they won't lose again? But for me, it would be a hell of a story if it was Georgia Tech, Virginia.
That'd be sick.
That'd be cinema.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
I think I'm also going to sell just because it kind of comes down to, I think there's three other teams outside of UVA that could make it. You've got Georgia Tech, Miami. You also have Duke. Duke is currently 3-0 in the ACC, and their two hardest matchups they have left are both at home. They get Georgia Tech at home this week.
Well, yeah, I
This-
mean,
in a week.
that's a home field
Yeah.
environment
On
that
the-
really swings games.
Yes. Oh, sorry, in 2 weeks. So they get Georgia Tech at home in 2 weeks, and then they get Virginia at home November 15th.
They do have to go to Clemson.
They do have to go to Clemson, but I think that right now Georgia Tech and Virginia are the two hardest games left. They're two top 25 matchups. You're going to say that Clemson is a harder team to play right now than Georgia Tech and Virginia?
I don't
Yes.
think it's just like Clemson has been so bad, but I'm not gonna feel good going into Death Valley and trying to win that game.
Yeah, I guess I'm just thinking like Clemson is defeated, whereas Georgia Tech and UVA, Georgia Tech's undefeated right now. They've got swagger, like they've got energy, excitement, and then Virginia is going to be going into that game potentially with an ACC championship appearance they're fighting for.
I don't disagree that Virginia and Georgia Tech are big games. And
Yeah.
it helps to have them at home. But I think Clemson should be added in on. I think
That's
it's
fair.
3 tough games.
That's fair. Anyway, they have 3 tough games. 2 of them are at home. They've already won 3 ACC games, and what we're seeing right now with Ole Miss in the ACC is Ole Miss is one of the favorites just because they've already played so many more games than everyone else.
Yeah.
That's the advantage that Duke has right now, having already won 3 ACC games to Georgia Tech's 2 and Miami's 1. You just have less games that you can lose left on the schedule. So that's because of that, I'm going to take the field, which will be 2 out of 3, Duke, Georgia Tech, Miami, maybe SMU. But yeah, I will take the not UVA. So I'll sell.
All valid points. But I have at least a reasonable. I'm in a spot where it's reasonable to buy UVA making the ACC championship, and those are some of my boys.
Let's see if I can find odds.
So give me UVA to make the ACC Championship, so I'm going to buy that stock all day long. I should have bought it last week. I shouldn't have been a coward, but here we are. Man, it sucks. I should have just locked in.
Odds to at least win the ACC, they're the third odds-on favorite at plus 850.
Cool.
Wide margin between them, Georgia Tech and Miami.
Not so-
Miami is big-time favorite. Georgia Tech, Virginia, they're all about even split, and then it's Duke.
Cool. Okay. Next, buy or sell. A bit of a subjective one, I guess, but Brendan Sorsby is most improved Big 12 QB. He's playing really well, in my opinion. They knock off Iowa State on Saturday in a huge win. He's been playing well. 12 touchdowns to 1 interception. Completion percentage sitting in the mid to high 60% compared to last year. He can run the ball a bit. It's much improved. But is he the most improved Big 12 QB in y'all's eyes from last season?
I don't think so. I think it's Morton, Bedrin Morton, from Texas Tech. I think he's playing really, really well. He's slinging it all over the field, and he did that this weekend against Houston. He had some poor moments against Utah in that game, but if you go and watch his other games, he's been slinging it really, really well, and he's been the engine of that offense for the most part. While Sorsby's playing really well, I think Morton's the most improved. And also, I wish if Bachmeier had played last year, then it would be Bachmeier for me. He is playing really, really well.
He's looked really good.
And he's making BYU an exciting team going forward the Big 12 as well.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to buy. There's no reason not to buy. I can't really be wrong here. But he was kind of the definition of mid last season, just there. Wasn't in a great situation. Struggled with turnover issues. But it's just clicking there for him right now. Massive improvements. I've been a fan.
Yeah, I'll also buy, but another name I want to throw out, just to kind of honorable mention, Noah Fafita, having a good season so far. Last year has 18 touchdowns, 12 interceptions with 1 rushing touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
This year, through 5 games, he's already got 13 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and then 3 touchdowns on the ground. So I haven't watched a lot of Brendan Sorsby play or Noah Fafita, but Noah Fafita has a down year last year with Tedder McMillan in his last year. Just a lot of disconnection there, but having a quiet bounce back junior year in Arizona.
Avery Johnson, too, I think, has a chance to be in this conversation.
Good old Avery Johnson, man. Tough loss for them on Saturday. Weird game, by the way. Baylor's booing their team.
There were no fans in the
stands.
stands.
The fans were leaving, and they come back and win, which is just so Baylor. But makes me, I don't know, just bad fan base. I just hate Baylor, man. That's. I'm just leave it at that. All right, next buy or sell. Texas or Penn State makes the college football playoff, so you just need 1 or 2 to make it.
Yeah, it's a hard sell for both those on me. Maybe not a hard sell. That's probably too strong. That's probably too strong at this point. We are still not even halfway through the season. Actually, one team is. A couple teams. Memphis is halfway through. They're 6-0. But we're right at halfway through the season.
Sure.
Gonna sell. I think they've both already got 2 losses. Penn State has a bad loss now. Texas, arguably, depending on how the season pans out, could have a loss to a 6-6 or 7-5 Florida team. That's not a great loss. So yeah, I will be selling on both of those.
It was just 1 stop.
Oh, so I will sell.
You just
neither of those will make the playoff.
If you buy, one of them has to make it.
Yes, I will sell. Neither of those teams will make it. That's not me. That's you.
Go ahead.
You're going to sell?
Yeah, I'm just going to sell.
Yeah. So Penn State is plus 680 to make the playoff, which translates to about a 10% chance. And Texas is plus 225, which translates to about a 33-ish% chance to make the playoff. So both of those teams well under a coin flip. Obviously 2 losses. I just don't think... Because Penn State, to make it, is going to have to run the table, beat Ohio State, and then they're in. If they're looking good, I guess. Texas is going to have to run the table in the SEC. I don't get how Texas has better odds than Penn State, honestly.
I don't either.
They play in the SEC, so maybe they have better opponents left on the schedule that they
So
can have.
maybe a 9-3 Texas.
Maybe that's what they're thinking. Maybe
Or
they're just.
I was thinking, why are they 9-3?
Well, he's just saying they don't have to run the table like Penn State does, so their odds are better.
Okay.
I would say I feel like Penn State has a better chance to run the table and beat Ohio State in the shoe than Texas does to run the table, which if I right now feel like they have to. But they could also just be 9-3 and have a chance. But I think it's an outside chance. With how bad they looked in the first almost half of the season.
If they did that, who would they have wins over?
Georgia.
A&M.
But that would be their
A&M.
third. Oh, one of those would be their third loss, right? You're saying 9-3 Texas or 10-2
Sure.
Texas?
Yeah, then even worse.
Well,
Yeah, if
they
they're
lose.
9
To,
and
they
3.
lose to State in Starkville.
A top
They
25
beat-
state
they beat
team.
Georgia
College game
and
day comes
A&M.
here.
We're not
Um,
getting game day with Texas being bad.
No, we're not. That's a troll. We may not even get a night game, unfortunately. But that's neither here nor there.
I'm gonna sell as well. If it wasn't these programs, maybe it's different. You obviously don't trust James Franklin to beat Ohio State in the shoe, and for Texas, I don't trust them to not lose to Georgia.
Valid.
And so at 9-3, their best win being over Texas A&M at home.
We are forgetting. I will say this. If they lose only one more game, they will have wins over Oklahoma or Vanderbilt.
Oklahoma without Mateer.
Yes, but still top 6 ranked Oklahoma.
It's Vanderbilt.
Top 20 Vanderbilt.
Also
They'll
It's Vanderbilt.
also at home.
at home. And then Georgia on the road, A&M at home. So you will have wins over. If you lose only one game, you will have wins over 3 out of 4 of those teams.
Yeah.
So you'll be 9-3
You'd
with
have
your 3 losses being at Ohio State, Florida on the road. Who knows how Florida plays out? Does Billy Napier rebound like he did last year at the midway point?
You sound like you're wanting to buy this stock.
No, I'm still selling it because I think they're going to end up losing more of those. I think they're going to lose to Oklahoma. I think they'll lose to Georgia. They'll probably lose to A&M. But I'm saying that if you wanted to make the argument that they go 9-3, like they can still lose another game and still potentially get in. That's my argument. That's what I'm trying to lay the case for.
Interesting.
Okay.
I don't feel that way.
Yeah, and I'll
so
also
time
on
will
top
tell.
of that, I'll sell.
and
'Cause
if
I
you
don't think they're running the table.
if your percentages are right, then it's a 60% chance that neither of these teams make it. So it's better because it's the 90% and the 35. So 60% chance that neither team makes it. So
Yeah.
easy sell.
Valid.
You selling?
I sold long ago.
Cool.
Next stock. Funny you brought them up earlier, JP.
Bachmeier.
Because I agree they're playing well. They're 5-0. But BYU to win 9 games. I just mentioned they're 5-0, so they have to go 4-3 down the stretch, which they have some tough opponents down the stretch. Texas Tech. I believe they play Utah. Iowa State as well.
Yeah.
So they're
TCU,
TCU. The schedule
Cincinnati.
the schedule really toughens up. It's a brutal
Yeah.
backstretch, honestly, considering the conference they're in. You don't really get worse than that. But they do only have to go 4-3.
I would also. I don't remember exactly how our conversation and our preseason predictions went. I know I was higher on BYU. I know definitely than JP. I think he said something like, "The quarterback's not going to matter. They're going to be bad." After they lost Bretzloff.
Yeah.
And I was high on BYU. I said they were going to return a good team, and I said that they could go 10-2, 9-3, 11-1, make another case for the playoffs.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like, oh, I saw this coming from Bachmeier. I don't know that anyone did. But,
I mean, his name is Bear Bachmeier.
yeah,
You could've
and he
seen it
wears
coming.
number 40. He wears in the 40s as a quarterback.
47.
So it's just fire. So I'm not going to be like, oh, I saw this coming from Bear Bachmeier. But BYU does have a hard schedule, but they've looked good through the first 6 weeks, starting 5-0, like you said. 9 games. They go to Arizona. I'm just going to lay out the rest of the schedule. They have the worst. They have no one in their schedule who has more than 2 losses right now. 4-1 Arizona at Arizona.
They're favored by 2.5.
They host 4-1 Utah.
They would be favored in that game barely.
They go to 5-1 Iowa State.
That one, I think they'd be favored in.
Go to 5-0 Texas Tech.
Obviously not favored.
Host 4-1 TCU.
Favored.
Go to 4-1 Cincinnati.
Up in the air. Coin toss.
And then host Did I say host to? Go to Cincinnati, and then host 3-2 UCF. So the combined record of the remaining schedule is 8-2, 13-3, 18-3.
Who suggested this?
23-3,
Yeah.
I just came up with it.
27-4, 32 and 6 is the record of their remaining opponents.
I'm buying. I think they can get to 9 wins. I think they're a 9-3 team though. I think that at this point,
There's a reason I did not make it 10
yeah,
because that was what the number was initially.
10 wins would be hard to get to. They have a plus 2,700 odds to go undefeated at this moment, according to FanDuel, which translates to about 1.5%.
Sure.
Plus 2,700.
Plus 2,700. So 1.5% chance.
That feels
to
like
go
really bad
undefeated.
value. You're 2.7 times your money.
No, you're
27 times your
27xing your money.
Okay.
That's a little better.
That is definitely a little better. My
Yeah,
math
not
is
2.7
moved my
wins.
decimal the wrong way. Still bad, but I would not bet on that. That
Okay.
seems like with the schedule they have remaining.
So JP is selling.
I'm buying.
Buying.
Sorry, buying. I apologize.
You're good.
I got ahead of myself.
It's 12:30.
I am selling. Their best win so far is Colorado,
Yep.
and this is just a brutal back half. I think they'll end up going 3-4, and only win 8 games.
Yeah. As the guy who was high on BYU coming into the season, I can't let someone else take that mantle. So I will also buy. I'm about to go chef up a fire tweet. Actually, I'm glad you pointed it out because looking at the first half of their season, it's looking like the combined record is going to be like 6-20 something. So literally this was the dividing line because West Virginia is 2-4. I don't think they've played a team above 500 in the first half, and right now they don't have a team below 500 on their schedule for the second half. So this is the peak of the mountains, the watershed, whatever.
I wonder if they'll have the same issues they did last year with the JP poll.
We'll find out.
Tuesday's show.
At some point he'll have to address it if they keep winning. So
Yeah, absolutely. He had to last year.
100%. All right, next one. Buy or sell. 7 different teams can win the Natty, and it's at least 7. It doesn't have to be exactly 7. And I've tried to think how to clarify what can win the Natty is, and I guess like
It's
it's not like okay, if everything goes right, they can win the Natty. It's like a
no. I think it's would be classified as the confetti test.
okay.
Meaning, if you closed your eyes and you pictured this team hoisting the college football playoff national championship trophy in Miami with confetti falling around them, does it make sense?
Okay, I'm good with that.
That's where did you come up with that?
It's I stole it from First Things First.
Okay.
They mainly use it in the NBA
Really?
where they say, okay, could you close your eyes right now and picture Alfred Şengün holding the NBA Finals MVP trophy with confetti falling?
No, I cannot.
No. Okay, well then Rockets can't win the title.
That works well. Okay, so let's just like
Are we gonna do this team by team?
we're gonna start together and roll out the obvious ones. Ohio State.
Yes.
Let's all close our eyes.
I mean, I can hear the cannons going off. There's a parade. I see a parade. I can taste the champagne in my mouth. It's there.
That's a
yep.
yes. Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I see Carson Beck's.
that would be.
Wait, Carson Beck's what? Hey, chill.
I see his horrifying grin
Yes.
looking at me while hoisting that trophy. That's a yes. Oregon.
Absolutely.
Dante Moore
That's
championship.
the one I see the most.
He's got the trophy in one arm and the Heisman in the other.
Okay. Alabama.
Yeah,
Why did you go to Alabama? We're just
they're the third odds-on favorite
Really?
right now.
okay. Alabama.
Better odds than Miami. Significantly better odds. They're at about 10%.
I see Kalen DeBoer grinning at me. So
Same.
yes.
I see.
Why are
that.
you seeing so much grinning, bro?
Because they just won the Natty.
That is true.
What else are you...
Well, I mean, Nick
Grr, I
Saban will
just
be
won
like,
the
let's
Natty.
get ready for next year. So
He
Kalen
smiles
DeBoer
a
just doesn't
little
want to
when
win.
He wins the
Okay,
Natty.
so that's 4.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia.
Yeah. I mean,
Kirby Smart, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
hard to not, to be honest. They've,
Well, it's-
they've won
'cause
it
they've
enough.
won it
Yeah.
twice. Let me just replay 2021 and 2022. Yep, we're there.
And I was thinking about it a little bit. That was the first big five.
Yeah, this is
that
where it
popped
gets
to
tough.
me.
And the
Tex-
odds,
Okay, go ahead.
it's Texas A&M.
Okay. I cannot
don't
picture
see
A&M.
it.
I cannot picture
I
You're
don't
from
A&M
an
see
A&M
it.
fan.
Um,
Okay, Oklahoma's the next odds favorite.
I also cannot picture that.
I can picture that one.
I'm right there on the fence of picturing it and picturing not.
Do
I
we
mean-
want to table that one for you for now and come back?
We
If
can
it-
say, I mean, if we've got a no-go, a go, and a maybe, we can go no.
No, but this is we're all doing it
Oh,
separately.
that's we are. Okay,
I can
see,
picture
see.
it. I can
Okay.
picture it.
I can picture it. A healthy John Mateer, with the whatever it is, the asterisk, the whatever. If John Mateer is healthy,
Sure, which he's gonna be.
clause. I think that's the word. With the
Um,
clause that John Mateer is healthy. Then
Sure.
I think my biggest thing for some of the teams is taking the leap from being really bad to winning everything in the playoffs.
Well, these are teams
Seems
at
like a
this
lot.
point that are going to have to win 4 games in the
Correct.
playoffs like Ohio State did last year. The next 3 teams are all tied with the same odds. The school up north,
No, I just
It's a similar thing. They didn't even make the playoffs last year. It's hard to picture them
Yes.
just going nuclear.
Texas, which at this point with
They're-
Arch
I
Manning,
cannot see it currently.
they're
they're tied odds with the school up north at plus 2,000, which is roughly 2%.
Is there a bet yes or no? Is there a bet no? What kind of odds are there on that?
I think you can bet them whether or not they make the playoff, which we talked about earlier, and they are favored to not make the playoff. So,
Mm,
Not great.
Bad value.
and the other team tied with that is Notre Dame.
I can see it actually.
No, I don't think I can.
I can see it.
With the secondary issues and a redshirt freshman
It's
quarterback.
starting to clean up. CJ Carr's low-key the GOAT.
With Jeremiah Lovins,
You don't even need CJ Carr.
Kadarian Price,
I don't even know if do they have one loss right now? Two.
Jadarian
Two
Price.
loss.
Jadarian. It's Jadarian.
Jadarian Price.
Are we even confident they make it, even if they win out?
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter if I don't have to be confident they can make it. I can see them holding the trophy.
Okay.
And then you had to get into schools like Indiana, LSU, Missouri, Texas Tech, Tennessee, and then Michigan, Penn State.
I think
So
the
we're out of it at that point.
I personally,
Uh,
this is crazy. I can see Texas Tech doing it.
Okay. That puts you at 7.
I think I'm gonna buy.
I have 7 as well.
I'm at 6, so I'm gonna sell.
Man, I hope y'all participated in this along with us. This
Yeah.
was a fun exercise.
The confetti test. You need to try it and try it amongst different sports as well. If you can't picture them winning the trophy and confetti falling down as they're celebrating and put on those championship hats, then they can't win the title.
That's what I'm gonna start doing for Angleball splits. If I draft this guy here, do I see myself winning?
That's crazy.
At the end. No, I don't see it. I'm gonna win every game.
I'm trying to see if I can picture my boy Wembanyama holding
I
the
can
trophy.
100% picture that.
And I mean, it's gonna happen at some
It
point.
has
The
to.
real question is he gonna have an iconic moment? Is he gonna have a Jordan moment or a Curry?
I think
Or
if
is it
he gets in the postseason, he'll have those like the Giannis moment of just an unbelievable defensive play.
No. I'm sorry, not in the game, but outside of the game, a holding the trophy or a quote.
He's just gonna take
Oh.
he's gonna take the Finals MVP and hold it in this hand, and take the other trophy and hold it in this hand, and just full extension.
And they're gonna be 15 feet apart.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what that would be yet
me either.
because he's so tall.
Yeah.
He's
He's not gonna look like a normal human just sitting there holding the trophy.
He has a decent shot. He has a better shot. He's no Jason Tatum.
Aura.
for
Is he gonna
example.
have aura when he wins, or just be all right, cool? I mean, shout out him for winning. He was great, but is he gonna be wow?
I can't really. I'm biased.
Buy or sell Victor Wembanyama to have a aura right after they win.
Buy.
A moment.
I'll buy.
I would buy.
Okay.
He's French, bro.
Yeah, but what if he is talking and uses a French word and it kind of just gets lost in translation and it just kills the vibe.
He's media trained.
Yeah,
We're here.
Okay. Let's get
He's
back to
actually
the
pretty
stock
well
market.
media trained.
Last one. Ty Simpson, Heisman finalist. He will be in New York. Doesn't have to win it. He just has to be there. Buy or sell Sanders as the resident Alabama hater.
I would love to know the odds first, some other names up there before
The current odds-on favorite to win the Heisman is 2 guys.
Dante
tied.
Moore.
Dante Moore, and
And-
Carson Beck.
Oh, Carson Beck.
Ty
okay.
Simpson is third, essentially kind of right behind them at plus 750, and he guesses on the fourth odds-on favorite.
Ahmad Hardy.
No.
Okay, because he was 8th before, but I guess he didn't play
Quarterback
this past
who's
week.
wheeling and dealing. I assume it's a quarterback, right?
It is not a quarterback.
Ruben Bain.
Not Ruben Bay.
Jeremiah Love.
Wide receiver.
Yes.
Is it? It's not Jeremiah Smith. Is
Jeremiah Smith is the fourth
Okay.
odds-on favorite, and
All
he's essentially right behind Ty Simpson.
Did I see Marcel Reed's name somewhere up there? Way too
Marcel
high.
Reed is at plus 2,000,
Okay.
which translates to about 2%
so he's
odds.
not really that high.
No.
it? That's good.
He's 8% behind Ty Simpson.
Did I see Kamario Taylor on that list? Am
I
tripping?
Next
maybe,
year.
maybe the 2027 Heisman.
No, I will sell. I just there's
You don't think he's been in New York?
there's a lot of other names, and while if I've got a chance to
My Fair.
to sell, I will.
There's a reason I kicked it to him first because that was a no contest. We knew what he was gonna say.
Now y'all can give the actual realistic answers.
In my eyes, it's like if Alabama is the third best odds to win the national championship, and I think they're gonna end up. I have them playing the SEC championship game, and he's gonna be a huge part to this team's success as he has been through the first 5 games. Then yeah, he's gonna be in New York in my opinion. So I'm gonna buy.
Yeah, that was my take exactly. If Alabama is going to go on to do great things, it's not, for me, I don't think it's going to be because everybody's playing well together as a unit. It's an excellent team. It's going to be because, Ty Simpson's playing really well.
Yeah.
Jan Miller's playing really well. Ryan Williams, LT Overton. And for me, I think Ty Simpson's the most obvious out of those. So Alabama, I think at this point you'd expect to be in SEC championship and playoff consideration. So yeah, I'm buying. He'll be in New York. Also because there's not a lot of competition around
No.
there. Like Fernando Mendoza is someone who kind of like makes sense especially if he plays well against Oregon. You could see him going there, but 4 guys go. And I think, yeah, I'll buy for him to be
Perfect.
in New York at the end of the year.
Shout out Ty. That's the last one I had. Another good trip to the stock market. We had someone last week, join the chat and ask if we traded actual stocks. And obviously we do not. But this is the only stock market open on Sundays. So if you
Yeah.
need
Sure.
your fix, this is where to come.